Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today I prepare my Thai curry soup. It is loaded with exotic flavors. And we revisit one of my favorite segments, the bus ride. But first, La Rocca's salad dressing is now for sale. Well, it's been a few years since I featured my friend Anna Ficarelli. She is the owner and proprietor right here of La Rocca's in Poland, one of my favorite Italian restaurants. And this is my favorite dish. It would be her tomato pepper salad. And honestly, you could drink the dressing. And Anna, because of this dressing, you are now an entrepreneur.
Of my dressing.
Of the dressing. Can you believe that? She's now in your local grocery store. And this is a really exciting story because other people also shared my affinity for this dressing, huh?
Yes, very popular, even on the salads. But mainly it was the Ed and Chrissy Moransky.
And
they loved it. And they always told me,
you should
bottle it. So I'm like, okay. And they said, well, we'll make an appointment with Tom Seiden. And we did, and he liked it, and we went from there, and it took a few months, but here we are.
So initially, was Summer Garden interested?
Yes.
Had they tried your dressing before?
No, they just started when I took it to them.
And they were fans.
Liked it. They were fans. Thank God they were fans.
Well, yes, because you gotta like what you're bottling.
Exactly.
And you gave them the recipe. And how
they're
many
doing
attempts?
all the work. How many attempts?
Yeah.
I would say at least 5 or 6 attempts going back and forth.
I mean, that had to, because you
it was
really
exciting.
got to get it right.
Right, exactly.
And then balsamic. When did you add that little flavor
Actually,
to it?
let me tell you something. Even with all the Italian dressings that you see in the stores,
yes.
We are like, olive oil, vinegar, and the seasonings, right?
Yes.
So it was kind of hard to just pick one, so that's how we put ours together. And this, we just said the balsamic vinegar on it.
So instead of like a cider, you put balsamic. And I mean, it is
light.
Delicious.
Yes.
It is very, very light. And so this was right after the first of the year, right? That this came out around Christmas time.
Right.
And now you're in the stores. How has it been received between your restaurant
I can't
and
believe
the different
yes.
grocery stores?
They're loving it. They're picking it up, thank God.
And, the thing that we need to discuss here is this isn't just for salads.
Right.
Look at all this food out here. Have you been using this in the restaurant then for your chicken? The other night I was here, you made with the salmon. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It's
good
a marinade for the beef.
Chicken salad.
It's a finishing.
Don't forget now, we don't have everything that I have here. You can't come in and eat at La Rocca's and order,
this
the
food.
meat,
Yes,
right?
yes. This is just for the Casey Malone Show. Excuse me, we're very, very special. But you are showing all the things you can do with it.
Yes, and plus more. This is not even enough, but you can use it on anything and do everything with it, cook it, drink it, whatever you want to do.
I know, look at this. I love this. It's a pasta salad. So instead of buying, the weird pre-done pasta salad.
Right.
You can make your own with Anna's sauce. Now, do you recommend the original or the balsamic?
The original for that. The kale salad is also with the original.
I know, I gotta try all these things. I haven't eaten any of this and I'm starving. So the kale, I love kale salad. Are you gonna have some of this with me?
Sure.
Of course you are. And then you put...
I put some nuts in it.
And some red
onions.
pepper, or red onion rather.
And nuts.
And nuts.
Right, and cranberry. Taste it, it's really good.
I bet it is.
It makes the
love
cranberries
my kale
make
salad.
it a little
sweet and salad. Yeah, sweet and sour rather. Little. Oh wow. I mean, this stuff is outstanding.
Thank you.
I mean, and
You're not just saying that.
No, I'm
it's
not
good.
saying that just because I love you. But it's, and then the 3 bean salad,
And if
which
you
is also
have
very
beans at
popular.
home and you just, want to make a bean salad, just put them all together and put my house dressing, and it's delicious.
Now, has this changed your cooking at home? You and Joe, are you guys just using the dressing for most of your seasonings now?
Well, sure, yeah. I mean,
it really makes things easier.
Very easy. I didn't know it was so easy.
Now, are you going to venture and do more? Like, is there more things you want to do now that you got a taste of this entrepreneurship?
People are telling me to do my sauce, and that's going to take a while.
Your sauce is really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're pushing me for my marinara sauce, regular sauce, clam sauce.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh,
we
the
do it
clam
all
with
together.
red. Oh, the red clam is one of my favorites. Well, Anna, I've got to tell you, everything you have made, I mean, I can't believe the versatility of this dressing. You really don't think about using salad dressing for all these applications, but it's really good.
It works.
It does work. I mean, the balsamic is excellent, but I got to tell you, my favorite is the original. Love this stuff, and this is where it all began. This delicious
Tomato
salad. I love this dish. Love it. And you could go to Facebook.
Yes.
And all the locations will be listed there where you can find the La Rocca's salad dressings, because these are good. And this is just the beginning. I have a feeling this is the beginning of big, big stuff for you.
I hope so. Why not?
It's time. You got out of that little shell of yours and you blossomed.
At my age, yes.
Yes, it's time. It's Anna's time. And I know there's going to be more. I think that the success from this is going to just...
With your help,
and with
would
my
be
help,
great.
Look for us at a local tasting near you.
There you go. Let's do that.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Thank you very much.
To
and
much
you're special.
success. I love you.
Mwah.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. I'm here at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery with Rude the Dude, who's a little leprechaun for the high holiday. You have got quite a schedule planned.
Yes, we do. Starting March 14th, Saturday, we have a 4,000 square foot heated tent outside with some local legend bands. We have the Rage, the House Band, the Vegas Band. Sunday after the parade, same thing, tent outside. We got RDNA, the Bogside Boys, the locals. We're gonna have tons of beer, tons of food outside. We're gonna be inside, outside all day. It's gonna be a hell of a party.
Well, we really like to party here at the Magic Tree, and one of my favorite holidays is St. Patrick's Day and the festivities leading up to it. And my buddy Fast Freddy.
Yes, Fast Freddy's gonna be
He
joining
is going to be your host with the most. So join us Saturday, Sunday, and the big day. Cheers to the Magic Tree. Sláinte.
It's the Hunting and Fishing Super Show and Sale at the Metroplex, Belmont Avenue at I-80 Liberty, March 6th, 7th, and 8th. Huge discounts on rods, reels, and more. Seminars including Bigfoot, free rods and reels to the first 100 kids. The Hunting and Fishing Super Show this weekend at the Metroplex.
The Big Tap In Beer, Cider, and Hard Seltzer Fest is April 25th at the Metroplex. Sample beverages from all over the world, plus local food, crafts, and entertainment. Proceeds benefit Project MKC. Tickets on sale now at BigTapIn.com.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bernard. I've been giving the people of our valley free advice for over 30 years, and my message has never changed. If you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, don't try to handle it yourself. Call a lawyer. A lawyer will be your representative, dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the red tape that you may face. Hiring a lawyer doesn't mean you'll end up in court, and remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases.
That's good advice. Need a lawyer? Learn more at ElizabethBernardLaw.com.
Mayflower Woolham is your full-service, independent insurance agency. We work with several insurance companies to offer you choices for your insurance needs. We'll find the right product at the right price. Personal, business, farm, life, trust Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important, we'll take care of the details. Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old World Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Island Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living.
Si hablas predominantemente español, te ayudaremos a aprender inglés. Ven a trabajar para nosotros.
I'm a big fan of Asian flavors. I love Thai food, and actually, it's very easy to make. And I'm gonna make for you today my Thai green curry soup. It is so easy and so delicious, and really, the ingredients aren't that hard to find. You know, the fish sauce, coconut milk. You could use the red curry paste, but I'm using the green curry because I think it has a little more heat. But if you don't like things real hot, you could also use the red curry. Or if you don't like any heat at all, you could use the yellow curry paste. But this is a delicious recipe with fresh ingredients, and the thing that takes the most time is actually chopping up all the fresh ingredients. But let's get started. This will be ready in under 30 minutes. You are gonna love my Thai green curry soup. For this recipe, you'll need 2 tablespoons of canola oil, 4 cloves of garlic finely chopped, 1 tablespoon of grated fresh ginger, 3 tablespoons of Thai green curry paste, 4 cups of chicken stock, 1 13-ounce can of coconut milk, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, 8 ounces of chopped spinach leaves, 8 ounces of sliced mushroom, button, portobello, or shiitake, and 6 ounces of dried rice vermicelli noodles. For the garnish, you'll need 1 lime cut into wedges, 1 cup of fresh cilantro finely chopped, red or green chilies sliced thin, 3 green onions finely chopped, and sriracha to taste. In the soup pot, I've already warmed the canola oil over medium heat. So now I'm going to add the chopped garlic. And it's better to chop it than to mince it, because you really want to cut all those flavors in. And I think mincing it, you lose a little bit of that. And then the fresh ginger. Ugh, love this stuff. Remember, you can always add more. And then I'm going to cook the Thai curry paste. All right? So we're just gonna mix this for about 3 or 4 minutes until it gets really fragrant. Keep it over medium heat because you really don't want to scorch the garlic or the ginger. And it's been a couple minutes, and look at that. Ooh, beautiful. It's nice and combined. And now we're going to add the chicken stock and turn the heat up to medium high. And we are going to cook this for about 5 minutes and bring it to a good simmer. Now, if you want to make this the vegetarian way, you can just use a vegetable stock rather than chicken. All right, now the stock has come to a nice soft boil. So we're going to add our fish sauce. This is loaded with flavor and a little bit of sweetness. You can always add more of this, but I'm just doing a teaspoon of the brown sugar and the coconut milk. I love coconut milk. I think it adds a richness and a wonderful flavor. So we are gonna let these blend together about 4 or 5 minutes. And now's a good time to taste it and see if you need to adjust the seasonings at all. I think it could use just a little bit of salt. So I am going to grab my salt and just add, about a teaspoon. But I think that's about all it's going to need. Oh. Again, this has come to a nice soft boil, and I'll turn it back down to medium. We're going to add the chopped spinach. You want to do this last because you don't want it to get too soggy. and you don't want to overcook the mushrooms either. So we'll add the mushrooms, and this will only be a few more minutes. We'll let these soften up and pick up all these wonderful flavors. And I don't recommend you adding the rice noodles directly to the soup because they seem to sop up a lot of the broth. So what I did was I've got some water, brought it to a boil, and now it's just hot. And you don't need to boil the rice noodles. You just set them in the hot water for about 5 minutes, and that'll soften them up. And I would keep these separate from the soup because they just absorb too much of the liquid. All right, Jelaine is joining me, and you know, I do like the heat. Now, I don't know if you want to add this, but I like to add a couple drops of the sriracha. And you should squeeze a little lime on there for you. There you go. Drop that right in. What other
I will
garnish
take some of
would you
this,
like?
Since I helped chop today.
Yes, you really did. She earned her meal. Little cilantro.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And these are hot.
Those are hot, so you probably won't want
add any of those.
I'll take some of those. Oh, yes. Look at all the goodies.
This is like making a soup burger.
I know. All right. So I can't wait for you. This is a new recipe for you. You haven't tried this, Chef. What do you think? It's loaded with all kind of good stuff. The crunch of the fresh. There is like a warm heat. Do you like it? You do. You're speechless.
It's very, very good.
Another successful dish.
Great cake.
Cheers. Little Pinot Gris from La Crema.
Nastrovia.
Nastrovia. Just go to my website, caseysecondmarch.com. Under recipes, look for my Thai green curry soup. You are going to love it. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Celebrate the 42nd Annual Mahoning Valley St. Patrick's Day Parade. Join us on Sunday, March 15th as the parade steps off at 1 o'clock on Market Street in Boardman. Proudly supported by these great local sponsors.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering, made with natural stone and the strongest man-made binder. Pebblestone evened out my floor. Easy to clean, resists moisture, and withstands flooding. You will love your basement. Call locally owned Pebblestone and receive 50% off. It's not just any stone, it's Pebblestone.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Here at Creekside Fitness and Health Center, we are focused on you, from cardio and strength equipment to classes and personal training.
Your all-inclusive membership gives you access to a full-size basketball court, pool, hot tub, sauna, and steam room. And over 60 classes per week are all included free with your membership.
Membership and personal training specials are happening now, so come experience life on the fit side at Creekside, your neighborhood gym.
Selling engagement rings never gets old. It's love.
It's a huge on-taping because they're going to wear that ring probably forever, but if they're not going to wear it forever, they're going to pass it down to somebody.
Our rings will hold a lifetime, and we want to make sure it does. We stand by every single thing that we sell. I believe I can find the perfect ring. I really try to get them exactly what she would want.
And to just be a little part of that is really, it warms your heart inside.
Get real, get Kamara.
It's the Hunting and Fishing Super Show and Sale at the Metroplex, Belmont Avenue at I-80 Liberty, March 6th, 7th, and 8th. Huge discounts on rods, reels, and more. Seminars including Bigfoot, free rods and reels to the first 100 kids. The Hunting and Fishing Super Show this weekend at the Metroplex.
For a while, I have wanted to do a segment on the WRTA and getting around by bus in the Mahoning Valley. And finally, I found someone who is a true bus user. Remember my buddy Stosh, the artistic director for the Valley Western Reserve? Well, you're from Manhattan.
Yes.
And you don't have a car, so you really rely on this as your main means of transportation.
I do. And you know, the other thing is it's just a way to kind of get the pulse of any place you are is to ride their public transportation. But it gets me to where I need to go, and I know how to do the transfers. I have all my bus schedules here.
I mean, this is going to be great. We're going to go to lunch, so we're up here on the west side where you reside,
Yes.
and then we're going to head downtown to transfer.
Yes.
And I think we'll go to Kravitz Deli. You in the mood for a good hot bowl of soup?
I am. That's going to be great. That's going to be great. So we're going on the number 40 Austin line right now, and we're going to transfer once we're downtown.
The bus is pretty full. People telling me that nobody rides the bus. Where are you going, Skylar?
Oh, I'm just coming from Walmart in Austin Town, going home now.
Now, will you transfer downtown like we're doing?
Yes.
And do you take the bus daily?
Yes.
So this is how you get around town?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Are you happy with the service and the timeliness?
Very much.
I'm here with Clara, and are you a frequent bus rider?
Yes, I am.
Where do you live and how do you work this?
Downtown at the Media Plaza across from City Hall. So it's so convenient for me. Everywhere I go, I'm let off in the front of the building. No transfers or nothing. I go out to the malls and to all the Walmarts. And
so you don't have a car?
No, I don't need one.
Well, I'm back here with Callie, and do you ride the bus much?
When I'm not working, so yeah.
Well, where are you headed today on this beautiful 0-degree day?
The mall.
The mall. So you're going to transfer downtown, and then you'll go out Market Street?
Yeah.
All right, so now we are at the main bus terminal downtown, and this is where all the transfers happen. And Stosh is my tour guide today, so he's going to get us. We're going to go up to Belmont Avenue and have some lunch at Kravitz's. We've got to transfer to the 38 Belmont to get up to Kravitz, and this really is a happen and joy.
Yeah, it is. We have our transfers. We have to pay an extra 25 cents so we can get a transfer, and we have those in hand, and we're on our way.
So do you come in here and then you just grab all the different schedules?
Well, I grab the ones of the areas that I want to go to, and then I just figure out my trip, you know, and we're now waiting 10 minutes to have another transfer to get us back to where we started.
Well, here's Lou. I just met him inside. Now, Lou, how long have you been with the WRTA?
I've been there 5 years.
Do you like your job?
Oh, yeah. Yes. It's a wonderful job, good benefits, good everything.
Okay, give me one of your wildest experiences driving the bus.
Wildest is just other drivers, like dealing with other cars. That's where you get into situations.
Well, this is another pretty filled bus. Now, Stosh, tell me how this works. What is the cost per trip?
Okay, if you pay in cash or coins, it would be $1.25. But if you get one of these cards, it's 15 rides for $12.50. So that's a good deal.
Now you're heading over to Aldi's.
Yeah, I'm heading over to Aldi's.
Do you use the bus quite a bit?
Oh, quite a bit, yes, quite a bit.
I mean, I'll tell you, it's really on time. It's efficient.
Yeah, I would say that much.
Now, what side of town do you live on?
North side.
See, I'm a west sider, so we transferred to get up here, and we got to go now. Hey, Blessed, you take care.
You too.
Now, where are you coming from, William?
I'm coming from my house.
I thought you were a south sider.
Well, I live on the north side due to migration and rent costs.
Where are you headed now? You're going down to transfer?
Yes, I'm going to Boardman.
And what will you be doing in Boardman?
I'm going to the mall.
Do you like the bus?
I do not like the bus, and I'm actually banned from the bus station. You can get that on camera, so I gotta hop out at the corner.
Are you a troublemaker?
I am not a troublemaker.
Okay, now how the heck do you get banned from the bus station?
Cause my hands was cold and I be having to put them in my pants to keep warm, and he like, you sagging. Banned 30 days.
We're at our destination, Kravitz, and it's 11:25. We started at 5 till. It took us 1/2 hour with the transfer.
Yeah, it's quick. It's quick, and you can get where you want to go. And the connections are great. I mean, we would love to if it went a little longer, into the evening. But it's you can find your way around the city.
I'll tell you, I am impressed so far. Very impressed. Let's go in and get some warm, hot food. You ready, Bill? Yeah. Dana is going to wait on us today. And you know what, Dana? We took the bus here.
All right.
Do you get many people on the bus?
We do. We get a few.
And business, we're here a little earlier than, the lunch hour. But I am just thrilled that you now have full bar service. And we're going to have a little Irish coffee here. How is it going since you put beer, wine, and alcohol in the menu?
Very good. People are psyched. They're excited about it.
Well, did you make this yourself?
I did.
I'm going to check it out and let you know how you did, okay?
Sure.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
That is delicious. I feel like I'm in San Francisco at the Buena Vista. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.